Hello, viewers, and welcome to another episode of On Campus here on the Solano College Sports Network. I am your host, Alan McGraw. Joining me today is our guest, center back for the Solano Falcons soccer team, Brooke. So, Brooke, how long have you been playing soccer, and what helped you in choosing Solano and being a Falcon?
I've been playing soccer for about 15 years. When I got out of high school, I just knew I wasn't done playing. And so when I came to Solano, I contacted the coach and got everything going, and I was excited to play.
So, how have your time been on the soccer team, and how has it been at Solano overall?
It's been great. My 2 years have been really good to me. This team is a different one, but it's a good team, and I really like all the girls, and my academics outside of soccer, my other Solano stuff, it's all good. I had great professors all throughout my years and good classes, so I like it.
Yeah. And then through your soccer career, have you always been a center back, or have you switched to that from a different position?
When I was younger, I played outside midfielder, so I was more on offense. And then one game, my coach just threw me in the center back, and I've actually played center back ever since that one game. And I'm kind of glad. I really like the position. I like the intensity of things.
Yeah. So, of course, while playing soccer, injuries happen, and you happen to have an injury on your left foot. So how was it when you were rehabbing, and what was the feeling running through you when you were back for your first game on the field?
Rehab was a long time. I ended up getting a second surgery in the middle of doing my first rehab process. So it lasted about 6 to 8 months when it should have been 4. But it was okay. I knew that I had this season that I'm in right now to still play, so I was just focusing on getting better for this season and doing whatever I can to make sure I stayed healthy. And
yeah. And of course, being an athlete, you just want to get back on the field, play with your teammates, try to help win. So, how big was the support from family and friends through the rehab, and helping you stay positive through it?
It was really good. My parents, they knew that I really wanted to keep playing. They didn't try to focus more on school or anything. They were like, if this is what you want to do, you want to try to get back into it, then go for it. So it was really nice to know that I had my friends and my family that were on my side and not trying to turn it down.
Yeah. And then of course, being a student athlete, it's never easy. You have to balance school, sports, and your nightclub life. And it can definitely be really time consuming and just make your schedule really full. So how do you manage the stress of that?
I kind of work better when I have a lot more going on. I'm more of a always on the go type of person, so it wasn't really too hard. I just focused more on school and soccer at the moment because I know that work will always be there, but my education and my athletics and my style come first. So I just time consume to where I make sure those are my two main priorities.
And trying to just work hard to get some money.
Yeah.
So, for you, do you watch or have any people you look after, any idols in soccer when it comes to women's or men's national team?
Yeah, on the women's U.S. national team, I definitely look up to Julie Ernst. She is one of the center backs for their team. She starts all the time. She's really aggressive and just always has her eye on the ball. She just always looks so fierce, and I try to play kind of up to her mentality and her effort-wise.
Yeah, definitely a great player. So definitely a good player to know sometimes when you're trying to perform as a wrestler. So, of course, a lot of kids coming out of high school trying to figure out whether they want to go straight to a four-year community. So, would you recommend Solano for anyone coming out of high school?
Yeah, I think it's a really good program, and it's a good school to, if you aren't sure if you even want to keep going with school or you don't know what you want to do yet, Solano has so many opportunities to give you what you need or what you might not even be looking for, and you find it in a blind spot. But I think it's a good school that I would highly recommend.
I agree. It is a good school, especially in high school. But before we end today's episode, we would love to thank our guest, Brooke, for coming out. So that has been another episode of On Campus. I have been your host, Alan McGraw, and we hope to see you next time here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Celia Esposito Noy, Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Eric Visser. I'm in my 5th year as the athletic director of Solano College. To experience community college and its mission has been an outstanding experience. Solano College has a very rich tradition in intercollegiate athletics dating back to 1947. I'm very proud to communicate that that rich tradition is still being continued with fine young men and women that represent Solano College on and off the court. In the fall we have the volleyball program. We have a very successful women's soccer program. We have both men's and women's basketball. And then we transition to 4 programs: baseball, of softball, men's women's tennis, and men's and women's swimming. It is our mission to excel our programs and our student athletes in academics. All of our student athletes are committed to give back to the community. And we would invite you to be a part of Solano College Athletics by visiting our website, www.solanoathletics.com, and you feel a warm welcome at Solano.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my 3rd year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
You get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you know, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
We're going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for 3. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
the sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's back-to-back second game of the night as the women's Solano Falcons team will take on the 10-3 Laney Eagles. My name is Blake Molina, and joining me for color tonight once again is my partner Nate McKay. And Nate, what can we expect from these 10-3 Laney Eagles?
When you look at the Laney Eagles coming into tonight's game, they are coming off an impressive outing, winning 96-28 against the Yuba City 49ers. This is a team that has a player in Simi Rar, 40-point outing in her last game. It's an impressive Laney Eagles team that it's going to be a very tough offensive night. So let's see if Solano's defense can show up in tonight's game.
Yeah, I thought it was a correction when I saw they beat Yuba 96-28, but no, that is the right score. And for the Falcons, they're going to come into a very tough matchup as Laney is top 5 in most categories overall. Solano's 6-7. They're coming off a nice victory over Napa Valley, 62-47. And two stats I like to point out for the Falcons that I really just like are they hold their opponent's field goal percentage under about 31, and they hold their three-point percentage just under 20% for second overall in the community college.
Yeah, when you look at Solano coming into tonight's game and their last outing against the Napa Valley Storm, winning 62-47, an impressive outing from them to put their record at their 6th win of the year. But again, Both teams of the Bay Valley Conference game. Solano, they're 1-0 on the year. Same thing with the Laney Eagles. So let's see who wants to go 2-0 on the year.
Yeah, and we'll definitely look for big games from number 21, Julia Wright, who is practically almost a walking double-double, averaging just under 12 points and 9 rebounds. And, of course, the maestro running the offense, Jaslyn Woods. She gives you just about everything and facilitates the offense with beauty, no doubt about that. And Solano will take the ball right, wins the tip. That was weird, as Laney will take over. And we'll set the lineups for you. For Laney, number 2, Janice Harmon. Semi Brar, number 3. Amura Brown, the leading scorer, wears number 4. Tay Birdtail, number 32. And Tova Tupata, excuse me if I pronounced your name wrong, wears number 55. Solano's pushing the tempo. Number 11, Jaslyn Woods, running that offense. A little too strong there, but she gets her own rebound. Genesis Ermini Hamilton for 3. A little strong there. She joins Melody Raffan, Julia Wright, and Jay Dickinson in the starting lineup tonight. And Laney, a couple quick threes from both teams, short. Dixon, Melody Raffan, Jaslyn Woods, skip pass. Oh, Jay Dixon steps on the line after she splashed the 3.
It is unfortunate right there, but that's a little early in the ball game. You can afford those if you're the Solano Falcons.
Yeah, definitely early. If you do, you want to make your mistakes, and this is just not for the Falcons, for the Eagles as well. You want to make your mistakes right now so you can learn from them throughout the game. That's too easy, but good defense by Jaslyn Woods. As Tupata throws her to the ground. Hamilton out to Raffan. Jaslyn Woods will orchestrate the offense.
Yeah, patient offense we're seeing here from the Falcons.
Woods, skip pass, Melody Raffan, 3. Nothing but net. She's known as the sniper on this team. As she scores the first basket of this game and gives Solano their first 3 points. And Genesis reading that pass.
A nice job by Genesis, coming out the passing lane.
Yeah, we'll see what alumni showing her defensive presence out there. Laney in the hands. They're moving the ball around nicely. Down low, stolen by Julia Wright, as there was a push off to Jay Dixon by number 55, Tabuda.
Some good Solano defense we're seeing. Let's see if they can go ahead and complement that good defense with some good offense.
Yeah, and as long as Jaslyn Woods is on her A game and kind of in charge, like I said before, she can run the offense beautifully and everything will smooth it out as the game goes on. Solano's going to miss that one, and Laney will push the tempo.
Yeah, they're going to slow it down right here. It looks like they'll drop a play.
Back and forth. 3-pointer. Oh, too strong there. That was Amira Brown, the leading scorer for the Eagles.
Yeah, slow start offensively for the Laney Eagles so far.
Dixon tries that 3 again. She made one earlier, but her foot was on the line. She bricks that one. And Laney will push the ball. Raffan reading the cutting lane, excuse me. And Laney,
early timeout.
Yeah, Laney calling a very early timeout. This
a little Mike Brown-esque.
Call back to the Sacramento Kings. Mike Brown does like to call those quick timeouts.
Yeah, this is a Laney team that, again, what's very impressive and what has shocked me so far, they average 86 points per game. And 3 minutes in, they have a big goose egg. 0 points right now on the board.
Yeah, and those 86 points you just mentioned are number 1 overall throughout community colleges in the women's division, and they actually are first in a lot of categories. Field goal percentage just under 47. Field goals made, they right around 32. They're definitely top 5 in a lot of categories.
Yeah, this is something that the Falcons do have an edge on them, though. They average more rebounds per game, 43.5, compared to Laney's 41.5 rebounds per game.
Yeah, Solano is definitely known for being a rebounding team. They like to crash the glass, and they put up a good amount, and hopefully that'll benefit them tonight.
Hey, good defensive start. If you're the Falcons, you got to be very impressed with the way your defense is playing.
No doubt about that. The offense kicks it up a little bit. The Falcons will be in good hands. Genesis Ernie Hamilton tries to steal it. The referee was kind of in the way.
Yeah, it looked like it almost.
Yeah, it's her and the coach. Or excuse me, yeah, the coach and her kind of talking about it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. I do kind of feel like the ref was in her way. I mean, you should at least give Solano the ball at the very least.
0-2 on the shot clock, or game clock, actually.
And they wave, yep, shot clock violation. 3-0, Solano lead.
But really, if you're Solano, all these good defensive possessions, try to complement it with some good offense.
Yeah, their defensive possessions have been great to start this one. Jaslyn Woods pulling a rare 3. She'll miss. Hamilton, offensive rebound, and puts up the 2. Jaslyn Woods only shoots about 14% from 3, and Laney just is rattled as they turn over the ball. It'll be Solano basketball.
Yeah, miscommunication there from the Laney Eagles. They are off to a very slow start here in the first period of play.
Yeah, Solano definitely needs to take advantage and continue to grow this lead. Rafan, another 3. A little short there. Jay Dixon, the rebound. She'll pull a 3. Why not? Offensive, oh, they're going to call that a 2. Looks like her foot was on the line. Offensive rebound, and and Laney, another turnover as they're called for traveling. Janice Harmon.
Just impressive defense if you're the Falcons. 7-0 start. This is definitely the start of the game that you wanted.
Yeah, this is definitely a memorable one. Oh, Hamilton very short on the 3. And it'll go to the Eagles. Yeah, Laney also coming in this game riding, we talked about that crushing victory over Yuba, 96-28. They're also riding a 7-game winning streak into this one. So it would be also a big win if Solano can end their winning streak. Good defense by Jay Dixon.
Dixon said, get it out of there, man. Incredible defense so far by the Falcons.
Jaslyn Woods to Genesis Ernie Hamilton. Oh, just a little too high. I like the motive there, but that pass was just overshot. And it looks like first substitution of the night for the Falcons. Julia Wright out, Dominique Elgin, in. As Laney, Janice Harmon's gonna bring up the ball. Corner, 2-pointer, and it's good. Abigail Pagella checking in for Laney.
Yeah, their dry spell ends there.
Jaslyn Woods, back to her. Moving the ball around, Rafana 3. Too strong there. And Laney's gonna push it, Harmon. Stop and pop 2 is good.
And now the Eagles are starting to find their offensive game here.
They're a good team for a reason. Even if they get in holes, I'm sure they know they have methods of digging themselves out. Jaslyn Woods, another 3. Short again.
Yeah, they're really living and dying by the 3, not really attacking the paint.
And Laney scores again. Amira Brown, the leading scorer for this team, gets her first bucket of the night. Very rare to see Jaslyn Woods shoot a 3 at all, but 2 early quick pulls from her is even more rare, especially when
a travel there by Genesis.
And now Solano looks a little flustered. Genesis will come out of the game. And Julia Wright will come back in. Brar orchestrating the offense. To Brown, skip pass to Harmon. In and out on the 3. Rebound Melody Rafan. Woods will slow the tempo down just a little bit.
Nice feed inside.
Just couldn't finish there. Harmon. Good defense by Jaslyn Woods. Caused that turnover, and it'll be Solano ball, so they'll get another shot at that. Ibarra checks in. Melanie Raffon will check out. And another substitution. Dominique Englund will check out. Hayes to Woods. Dixon, another three. A little strong there. Haynes.
Nice second chance opportunity.
Fighting for that board. Woods. Dixon, oh, Hayes gets it. Two-pointer, tough shot. And it'll stay Solano ball.
You know, one thing I'm seeing really from the Falcons, I mean, they got off to a good start. Right now, I think their offense is just really struggling to find a way to get inside the paint. I mean, the Eagles so far, give them credit, they're really clogging the inside of the lane.
Yeah, Solano is shooting 3 of 15 from the field, just 20%, 1 of 9 for 3. Nice cut by Dixon. A nice find by Hayes.
See, that's what it's about, trying to find it inside and going ahead and take advantage of the opportunity to go ahead and get an easy bucket for 2.
Tuputa, number 55, getting charged with that foul, and that'll send Dixon to the line. Shoot a couple. And Janae Jackson will check in at the scores table.
Try to see if you can get one free throw to go if you're Solano.
Oh, tough there. And stay Solano ball. But yeah, you got to make those free throws. Laney's kind of building up some momentum and going on a little run. Maybe Janae Jackson can be that spark, as she has been in the past for this Falcons team. Woods the inbounder. Top of the key to Jackson. Hayes. Nice pass to find Jackson. Woods. Decides not to pull the 3. Julia Wright will pull the 3, and she'll splash it. Nothing but the bottom of the net for number 21.
Looking shot by Wright.
Skip pass. Laney. Laney's moving that ball around. 3-pointer. Nothing but net right back at you, says the Eagles.
Yeah, they respond right back with a 3 of their own. Impressive right there by Laney.
Yeah, that was Tay Birdtail, making that 3, and Jaslyn Woods just got called for a travel, so that'll be a Solano turnover.
And Birdtail in our last game, 21 points, 15 rebounds for the Laney Eagles, and that crushing performance against the Yuba City 49ers.
Yeah, big double-double. Another 3, a little short there. Laney gets the offensive rebound.
Solano having a hard time crashing the glass here.
Harmon in and out there, but another offensive rebound for the Eagles. Skip pass. Brar, 3-pointer's good. And kind of what we saw in our men's game, we're seeing in this game, and the Falcons are getting beat by second chance opportunities.
Yeah, living and dying by the 3, and that gives Laney Eagles their first lead of the ball game.
Julia Wright, another 3, this time contested. A little short. Janae Jackson, offensive rebound. Hayes gets the rebound, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Aaliyah Hayes, the 5'7" freshman from Indercrum High School. She's a good mid-range shooter. And she's not afraid to pull it in contact either, as Hayes gets the rattle and scores the first free throw.
Yeah, let's see if they're able to go ahead and tie up this ball game with 1:52 left here in the first period, and just can't.
Goes 1 of 1 at the line. Laney will bring up the ball. One thing to kind of point out about Laney too, when I was doing my prep work, They have 5 players averaging double figures. As Solano causes the turnover there.
Yeah, only team also really in the nation to go ahead and have 2 players averaging 20 points per game.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Hayes and Ibarra are out. Jay Dixon and Genesis Ernie Hamilton back into the game for Solano, joining Jaslyn Woods, Janae Jackson, and Julia Wright. A minute left to go, or excuse me, a minute and 28 left to go in this first period of play.
Yeah, let's see if the Falcons can try to move without the basketball more. I'm seeing a lot of players just standing around.
Yeah, they looked a little, the lanes looked a little clogged on the Solano side. Only a 1-point game. Laney has that lead, 12-11. All of Laney's starters, have scored already in this game. Beautiful move, but couldn't finish it by Amira Brown.
Get your offense going here if you're Solano. Try to get the ball moving around more quickly, especially.
Julia Wright, skip pass over to Genesis Ernie Hamilton. Oh, and Jaslyn Woods almost lost it. It'll stay Solano ball with about 15 seconds left on the shot clock. And the Laney Eagles, they play tough defense. They hold opponents to about 57 points per game and hold them to under 40% field goal percentage total. So we'll see if that defense can come and rattle Solano.
Winding down, got to put it up.
And a shot clock violation by the Falcons. Had a couple good looks, but decided not to pull them. So Laney will take back over. Semi-Brar surveying the floor. Down low. Oh, that was a tough catch to Amira Brown as she draws the foul.
Good effort by Brown catching the inside pass, and now she's heading the line to 2.
Yeah, that foul will be on number 3, Janae Jackson. Amira Brown, freshman for the Laney Eagles. She has been their do-it-all scorer as she averages about 20.5 points, 10.5 rebounds, almost 4 assists, and just under 3 steals a game. And shoots the ball pretty efficient as well, just right above 47%. Makes both free throws, and Melody Rafan will check in for Jaslyn Woods. So now this will be kind of the interesting test to see what the offense is like and how it's ran without the maestro Jaslyn Woods in the game right now. Jay Dixon will hold for the final shot. Shot clock is off. And definitely surveying the floor. Rafan, 4 seconds left, 2. 1.5 left on the clock.
Yeah, in this kind of situation now, you just got to pretty much catch and shoot. Try to get an off-ball screen if you can, too.
Yeah, I would just try to find a good 3-2 to at least tie it, or just get any type of score to end this quarter. Dixon pulls a 3. Oh, just short there as the Laney Eagles started off slow, but come back and take a early lead, 14-11. All 5 starters for Laney have scored. Amira Brown leads the way with 4 points.
Yeah, when you look at the Laney Eagles, too, I mean, we talked about it earlier in the broadcast, just a late start to get their offense going. And right now, they kind of finding their groove, finding a rhythm, and it's paying off to their advantage. Right now, Solano Falcons just cannot find any way to defend the fast break opportunities. And right now, for the Falcons, I think just what you need to go ahead and do a better job at is just trying to get into your offense early. Don't try to have Laney settle into their defensive ways, because Laney is a very fast-paced team. Laney has a lot of great defenders out there, and that's something right now I think Solano can't really go ahead and try to find a way to figure out, because right now they cannot try to get it inside the paint. They kind of really have to live and die by the 3, like you're saying.
Yeah, Laney does play pretty fast, and you know, they're also pretty pesky on defense too. They have a number of players that average above 2 steals a game. So, you know, they're going to definitely be going full throttle, not just on the offensive side of the floor, but also on the defensive side. So we will look to see what Solano's plan of attack is going forward. Plenty of time left in this game. Only a 3-point ball game. Laney Eagles are in front. As we're getting ready to start the second.
Yeah, what also was very interesting in Laney in their last game, they only started off with 13 first quarter points, and then, you know, second, third, and fourth quarter, that's where they found their offensive rhythm and ended up scoring 96 points. So let's see if that will probably happen again in this game, unless Solano can try to improve their defense.
Yeah, that is a crazy outburst to have. But I do feel Solano defensively may be a step ahead of Yuba, so hopefully that doesn't happen.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they're crashing the glass, doing a good job at cutting off the passing lane. Very impressed with what I've seen so far from the Falcons.
Yeah, that is their forte, is they're a rebounding team, and they like to ooh, short shot there by Dixon, very rare. They like to crash the glass quite a bit, too. And Amira Brown gets called for the charge. Genesis Ernie Hamilton taking the charge there.
And Amira Brown, she got her way to the basket in a hurry. And good job by Solano stepping up and drawing the offensive foul.
Also, too, an aggressive, quick take by her as well. Nonetheless, Solano's going to, read that like a book, Amira Brown. Good defense by Jay Dixon, but she gets called for the foul. I thought it was all ball there.
I thought it was all ball as well, too. I'm quite surprised.
She even kind of screamed at her at the end. So a little bit shocking there to call the foul. And Jaslyn Woods is going to check back into the game. Janae Jackson out. Brown misses the first.
All right, if you're Solano, let's see if you can go ahead and crash the glass here on a missed free throw.
Makes the second. Brown shoots 64% from the free throw line. She goes 1 of 2 there.
Now see Woods directing traffic and trying to kick it out to her teammates here.
Solano in a bit of an offensive drought. Rafan just a little too strong there as Wright fights for the rebound, but it'll come up to the Eagles.
Yeah, Rafan had a nice offensive start, but she hasn't been able to find her offensive game. Another foul on the Falcons.
Sami Brar is going to go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Yeah, you know, Solano's offense has been kind of pretty much stuck in the mud the last couple minutes, even going back into the first, but you know, they're still in this game, only a 4-point game, as Laney hasn't really been able to capitalize too much. Brar makes the first.
Yeah, 2 quick fouls for the Falcons. Just 1 minute of play here in the second quarter.
Brar shoots right under 80% from the free throw line as she makes both. Woods to Jay Dixon for 3. Way too strong there. And Hamilton tried to fight for the offensive rebound, but it'll end up Laney ball. Ibarra's going to check in for Jay Dixon. Give him a little more size and potential paint bully down low.
Yeah, this is a Laney team that has some very fast players.
Brar moving the ball around. Tough shot. In and out there for Harmon. Woods will bring it up and survey the floor. Rafan, nice skip pass. Genesis thought about it. Right back to her though, wide open. Just too strong. As the Falcons have had some good looks from 3, but it just seems like the shots have been just a little too strong or too much art.
Yeah, just overshooting it. Trying to find a nice rhythm to find some balance into their shot. Try to go ahead and not rush their shots almost. I mean, they're getting some good open looks. Try to go ahead and set your feet and not try to rush any kind of shot.
Laney moving that ball around. Their ball movement has been
nice tonight. And it'll be a jump ball.
Interesting. I mean, it looked like that was a travel almost. I
I
didn't
saw
really
a
see
travel.
both of them go ahead and have 2 hands on the ball.
Sami Brar will inbound the ball for the Eagles. Looking around.
That's not 5?
That's got to be 5 seconds, and yeah. 5-second call there, so Solano.
Yeah, you know, we're seeing great defense, but right now Solano, they got to get their offense going. Try to go ahead and find what you had earlier by that 7th and start. Try to regain that confidence in your offense.
Raffan, Woods, over to right. Right, skip pass, Melody Raffan, 3-pointer. She's not scared to shoot, and she'll make another one, her second of the game. A 5'5" sophomore from Bandon High School. Missed there by Brar, rebound, Ibarra. Oh, a little too high, and it slips out of Raffan's hands.
Just an errant pass. I mean, when you want to go ahead and make those cross-court passes, just take your time. Try to set your feet as much as possible if you can, too.
Brown to Brar. Skip pass. And Brar, tough shot, or excuse me, tough drive, but she'll miss it.
A nice job right there by Jasmine Woods to keep her feet set and not try to jump up for that pass. She did a good job at recovering on the defensive end.
Raffan potentially thought the 3-pointer. Ibarra a little too weak on that putback. And Brar, oh, good defense by Brar. Will stay here. Foul on number 22, Melody Raffan. Difference from last season is we saw Melody Raffan play with her older sister, Cherry Raffan, as Cherry Raffan was the maestro last season running the offense, the main point guard. She has moved on. Melody Raffan, however, has decided to stay. And she's been one of the more vocal leaders of this team. Brar thought about it. Birdtail, short there. Jaslyn Woods will push the tempo. Raffan. She was thinking maybe the fast break 3. Jay Dixon. Skip pass. Julia Wright, nice pump fake. A long, high arcing mid-range shot, but it goes down.
Yeah, just a beautiful pump fake right there to go ahead and find the right location for her shot.
5'11" freshman scores that one. 1-point game, the Laney Eagles. Little skip pass there. Oh, too strong on the 3 by Pegula. And Brown tried to fight for it, but it'll go to Solano.
Well, what we're seeing right now from the Laney Eagles, they're struggling with their offensive woes at the moment.
Yeah, Laney is definitely struggling offensively, and Solano's starting to kind of find their groove a little bit.
Nice pass inside.
Carver gets blocked there, but it'll stay Solano ball. Carver will inbound the ball to Julia Wright. She's on the floor right now with Jaslyn Woods and Melody Raffan and Jay Dixon. Raffan a 3. In and out. Ooh, there.
Man, that
rebound.
Was a great look.
Jay Dixon, her and Birdtail were fighting for that one. And I believe it'll stay Solano ball. Yeah, they're going to call a foul, actually, on number 2, Janice Harmon. So it will be still Solano ball. I was under the impression they were calling a jump ball there.
Yeah, almost really. I mean, when you look at Solano at the moment, they're trying to find their ways to go ahead and attack the paint.
Quick inbound pass to Julia Wright, but she misses the 2. And Laney will slow it down just a little bit. Nice ball movement. Birdtail for 3. A little too strong there. And it'll be a foul on number 3, Semi Brar.
And Brar is everywhere. I mean, for her size to be that short and be able to go ahead and tower over the taller defender and try to get a second chance opportunity is very impressive.
Yeah, she's been very pesky in this game so far as Julia Wright checks out and Genesis Ernie Hamilton checks in. Skip pass to Woods. Nice ball by the Falcons. Oh, you got to convert those. Air ball 3 by Hamilton.
Man, when you're the Falcons just trying to find ways to score, it really does hurt the fact that you can't really attack inside the paint.
Yeah, Genesis and Jay Dixon, usually three-point shooters on this team, are struggling overall. They're 2 of 11 between the both of them from the field, and 0 of 8 from three-point range. Hamilton, back to Woods. Hamilton passing up the three-point opportunity. Rafan won't, and off the glass. I don't think she called bank, but, or excuse me, I don't think she called glass, but the bank's open anyways as she drills her 3rd triple of the night and is the leading scorer with 9.
Solid triple right there by Rafan.
Hamilton, the rebound off the Harmon miss. Janice Harmon struggling a little bit as she is 1 of 5 from the field and 0 of 2 from three-point range.
Well, if you're the Falcons, 19-17, got to be impressed with what you're going ahead and have with your offense so far.
Jaslyn Woods shoots a 3. She's already taken 3 threes tonight. She is 0 of 3, but pretty rare for her. She isn't known to be a three-point shooter at all, and she's kind of being aggressive tonight. I wonder what's kind of changed for her.
Well, I mean, when you have the offensive game plan, what you're doing with Solano, I mean, they're not having many opportunities to drive it inside the paint, so that's probably why we're seeing her shoot the 3 outside.
Yeah, she works really well in the paint, whether it's a little mid-range or she's just a phenomenal driver as Birdtail nets the 3 to give Laney a 1-point lead.
Right back with a 3 of their own. Impressive right there by Laney. But right now, if you're the Falcons, do your best to try to get into your offense early.
Yeah, they start to potentially send the double on Rafan. Somebody's got to be open. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Jaslyn Woods, they're giving her a lot of space. 6 seconds left, shot clock. Got to put up a shot. Hamilton a 3, a little too strong. And it'll be a shot clock violation. Laney will take over. 3:03 left to go before we head to halftime. Very back and forth, close game, as Laney has a 1-point lead over the Falcons, 20-19. Brar will bring up the ball to Harmon, pick to Brown. Oh, and she gets the and 1 opportunity. Tough finish.
Yeah, the freshman Amira Brown, nice dribble and take inside to the basket.
Yeah, well, Laney definitely looks for her as the leading scorer, and if you need points quickly, and she's doing that right now, makes the free throw, and she has 8 points. Jay Dixon out, Janae Jackson in. As Solano is going with Hamilton, Woods, Jackson, Wright, and Rafan. And Laney is with Harmon, Brar, Brown, Pagila, and Birdtail.
There is the offense inside that Solano has been missing all night.
Nice steal attempt there. Brar a 3, a little short. Rebound Brown, and she'll try to draw another foul. Gets the offensive rebound and draws the foul this time around.
Yeah, they got to fix that scoreboard. It's 21-21. It's not 21-23.
Yeah, Janae Jackson tying up the game with that layup, but Brown will have an opportunity to take the lead. Makes the first. I don't know. I don't believe the scoreboard is right. I think it should be 22-21, not 24-21.
Yeah, it really should be 22-21.
So we'll wait a second for some potential corrections. Brown misses the second, but Brar gets the offensive rebound for the Eagles. Harmon. Brar. Down low to Brown. And she draws another foul. This time on number 3, Janae Jackson.
Just second chance opportunities for Laney Eagles. Give them credit. They're scrapping and clawing down low inside the paint.
Yeah, and one thing that's surprising me is they're beating Solano on the offensive rebounds. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry, they're not. Solano actually leads that category 10-5. It just seems like that from the game view. But the statistical stats are always going to be correct. I don't believe the score is correct at 26-21 Laney.
I still don't think that's correct either.
I believe it should be 24-21, but we still haven't gotten a correction, so we may be wrong. Ibarra, nice find. Oh, Hamilton just kind of threw it up, and she almost made it. Potentially looking for a foul. Just right around 2 minutes left in this one before we go to halftime. Laney moving the ball around. Bertel. Nice ball movement. Brar to Harmon. Bertel a three. Off the glass.
That is her sweet spot.
That is her sweet spot as she makes that one. The score says 29-21, so we're just going to go with that as Laney takes an 8-point lead on the Falcons, their biggest lead and the largest lead of the night overall.
Yeah, when you look at the Laney Eagles, now they're starting to settle into their offense. Now it was where Solano is just not able to find any kind of opportunities to pick up defensively right at either the three-point line or try to, not foul inside the paint. Eagles are doing a good job of drawing contact.
Yeah, and it's pretty much been two players for the Eagles. Amira Brown leading the way with 11 and 6 rebounds. And Tay Bertel, she's been shooting the three ball. She has 9 points, all coming from three-point range. She's 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. Solano, Melody Raffan has been the leading scorer as she has 9 points and has made all three-pointers. She has 3 of them. She is also 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. Woods will bring up the ball. 1:40 left in this one. 8-point Laney lead. Woods, right. Ibarra potentially look to bully. Oh, and she lost the ball there trying to go around the back. Laney will come up with it. Birdtail to the corner. Brown, skip pass. That was a dangerous pass, but Pagella gets it. Birdtail a three. Misses that one. And, Hamilton couldn't get the rebound.
Yeah, Hamilton did way too much there. She probably just should have let that one go.
Woods will come out.
What's impressive for the Eagles, this is a team that only has, 7 players so far being played in this game. And so far, the Falcons, they have more players, but right now the Eagles, they're showing what they can do with less players.
And, missing that three there. It'll go to Solano. Bella Merritt checked in for the first time tonight for Jaslyn Woods. The speedy reserve point guard will probably play the rest of this quarter. Potentially be the spark. A little strong there on that three-pointer. As Brown comes up with the rebound, she's pushing it. Brar and Genesis and Raffan working together there to come up with that steal. 46 seconds left, about a 20-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Merritt pulls another one.
And she's not afraid to go ahead and shoot that three. Yep. No hesitation on both attempts.
Just like her first shot, however, was just a little too strong. Take there by Janice Harmon as she misses. And shot clock and game clock are just about lined up together. Potentially a second differential, as Merritt will definitely slow down and potentially take the last shot of this half. Falcons can go into the half down by 6.
Oh, bad pass.
And as we go into halftime, 29-21, Laney is leading this one. Close game. Laney, a very tough team, so impressive on Solano's end. They're showing fight and resilience, but you got to do a little more and some more people need to kind of step up and contribute.
Yeah, when you mention step up, I mean, when you talk about the Falcons, they're going to go ahead and do whatever they can to try to find ways to score outside, because right now there's no way for them to get inside the paint and score. That's just something that they're going to have to talk about, try to find ways they can go ahead and have better opportunities to drive it inside, because right now living and dying by the three is not working out in their favor.
Yeah, and also, too, for Solano, they just some better shots. There were, whether it was a three or maybe a contested mid-range shot, it was just a tough shot, and you could have found an easier look. You know, game could be totally different, could be tied up or closer, or even Solano could have the lead. But we will never know. We will join you for the second half when we come back, as Laney leads 29-21 over the Solano Falcons.
This is Teresa McCarver, and thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Cobbs, and I'm here with our guest, Chicago Warden, and this is another episode of On Campus. So, Chicago, you know, hard-hitting cornerback, really strapping everybody up. He got seatbelts, he puts you in lockdown, you're not gonna get nothing. And that's something I want to talk to you about today. So, what led you to becoming that lockdown cornerback, hard-hitting cornerback? What got you to where you are right now?
When I first started playing football at 5, I was a running back. And then once I got to high school, I transitioned to like a slot receiver. I mean, I always played corner too, but I really liked scoring touchdowns, having the ball. But as you get older, the colleges, they want the 6'3", 6'4" dudes. And my coach was telling me, like, yeah, really stand out at corner. Like, I always got it done on offense too. The corner is where, like, you know, I'm 5'11". I could play receiver, but the colleges, they recruited for me.
I know you can play receiver. See, I watched some of your film recently, seen that you're an all-around athlete. You can return kicks, return punts, lock down that cornerback. You play running back if need be, play wide out when you need, go up there and catch the ball. Even though you're 5'11", you can still sky. So my question to you is, did you work hard to become as good as you are, or you just was gifted, talented? You know, some people say they just had it like that.
When I was younger, I only worked out in practice. Like, I never really worked out outside of football. But as I got older, I really started working out. Like, I say 9th and 10th, I wasn't working out except for practice. But then 11th, you know, COVID hit, I started working out with trainers and stuff. But pretty much I always just got it.
Okay, God given. I like that. And also in high school, you had a pretty good high school career. So when you got to high school, as we was just talking about younger years, your Pop Warner, when you first got to high school, was there an adjustment you had to make, or was it it was easy?
For the most part, it was easy. It just was faster. But 7-on-7 helped me get used to that. I played that in 8th grade. And, you know, you really play 7-on-7 like 9, 10, 11. But I was in the 8th, so I was the youngest one out there, and I got used to it.
Okay, the youngest one out there. I like to hear that. And seeing that I said I watched some of your film, I also looked up what you were. And my boy was a 3-star, nationally ranked, 247. You can go look that up, Chicago Warden. My man was first team all-league, won TCal overall athlete, which is one of the best leagues out here in NorCal, the Rock League. That's a Legion, if you ever heard of them. Elite High School, El Cerrito, you got Deanza. Y'all was all pretty good in that league. You also had interest from colleges. So my question for you is, take me through that year. What led you to becoming that first team all-league, TCal overall athlete, and getting that interest?
So senior year, we came out like projected to be one of the top schools for us. We had 6 ranked guys 3 guys with 2 stars and then 3 guys with 3 stars. So that's 15 stars on one team. And we had a hard strength of schedule. It didn't go like that though. So 3 of the dudes on my team that I was ranked, they couldn't play. So, you know, we was trying to make it happen, but I just have to step up even more.
Yeah. Well, even though you guys didn't have the best season, you still your play always showed out. You was always a star out there, and it showed with the accolades that you were getting. So my question for you now is, we developed this relationship. We cool now. What's your future looking like? What you want to do now? You want to be an NFL pro? You want to go get into broadcasting? What you trying to get into?
Well, to be honest, I'm trying to do a lot. I'm definitely trying to get to the NFL. You know, I want to do a lot of things. Like, I'm trying to own, like, part of the business, like Google or something. Whatever bring all the money, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
But NFL, that's my main goal.
That's your main goal. So you got a plan A and a plan B.
I'm really just trying
Plan
to do
A.
plan A. But I'm trying to have other stuff going on too. Like my uncle and my pops own a restaurant called Touch a Soul in Emeryville.
Say that louder so they hear you.
Touch a Soul in Emeryville.
Okay, Touch a Soul.
I be working there sometime. But I want to have a chain of restaurants.
Okay.
I'm just trying to have multiple income.
Well, that's good to hear. You know you got entrepreneurship already in the family, so you can already learn from your fam. And so, last note I want to end you on, I just ask this last question. Are you ready to work as hard as you need to work to get to that point?
Oh yeah. No cockiness. I'm ready to take back over.
Take back over, huh? Like you never left, right?
I never left.
Well, all right. I'm good to hear that. Love to hear that confidence. Can't wait to see you on the field again, wherever you go. For sure, send me the messages, send me the highlights. You know, I'll be checking in with you. You come to my games, I'll come to some of yours. So,
crazy.
But, all right. That's been another episode of On Campus. I'm your host, Jonathan Cobbs. This has been my special guest, Chicago Warden, lockdown cornerback, strap you up, play anything you want. And we had a great episode today. Catch you next time.
If you have an interest in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether it's behind the scenes or on camera,
then this is the class for you.
Class is held every Wednesday from 1:30 to 4:30 in room 121 alongside the library building.
For more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
It's more than just sports. It's an education.
Hello and welcome to the Solano College Sports Network for this edition of On Campus. My name is Cameron Harrison, and joining me today, a very special guest and a member of the Solano College Sports Network, Alex Jackman. Thank you for joining me, Alex.
Hey, thanks for having me, Cameron.
So let's let the audience in a little bit about who you are, what high school did you go to, and how was your experience there?
So I went to high school at Will C. Wood. Experience was all right, you know, the average high school kind of thing. I actually took half my classes here at Solano. I was part of a program that let me take half my required classes at the community college instead of high school, so I was kind of splitting my time back and forth all throughout high school.
Got it. Why did you want to do that? Did you want to just get an upper hand in college level classes?
Yeah, get some extra college credits, maybe take a class or two that wasn't offered at the high school, just kind of get like a head start, I guess you could say.
Okay. Did you have any experience prior to this in broadcasting or filming?
Yeah, so I've been making videos since I was a kid, like in elementary school, you know, with like a small tripod and a little camcorder, just kind of setting up like really not great video game, you know, YouTube stuff.
Right.
But yeah, it just kind of expanded from there into like writing actual, you know, scripts and films, and then shooting them and getting them edited and exported, all that, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that what brought you into the sports broadcasting program?
Yeah. It's just another facet of filmmaking for me, just kind of learning how this field operates and how the cameras like are meant to be positioned and shot. Yeah.
Cool. What have you enjoyed about the class so far? What has been surprising this semester?
So I really like just kind of working at the games, being on a camera, you know, paying attention to stuff, just kind of following along. It's almost like watching it in real time, but you're kind of controlling it. Something that surprised me, can't say a whole lot. Maybe like some of the sport elements, but just because like I don't know too much about all that.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. Do you think you're going to use this class as like a stepping stone for your film career, or is this something that you could see yourself pursuing?
Oh, for sure. It's definitely a stepping stone, like something to put in my film portfolio for like someone looking to hire, or a different film school maybe. But as for doing it as like a career, like I wouldn't mind it, but it wouldn't be my top choice. Just because, like, you know, I'm not a very sports-oriented person, but I mean, like, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to be on a camera filming games instead of like scripts and movies.
Okay, and so you talked about scripts and sort of like the creative like passion you have. Is that what intrigues you in pursuing like a film career?
Oh, definitely. It's just kind of like, well, it's kind of like an artistic expression, you know? Like you have an idea that you want to try to convey. Filmmaking is just like my outlet for conveying ideas, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have some of the classes here at Solano helped you sort of find that passion, or like maybe steer you in the right direction?
Oh, definitely. I've always had a love for movies and just kind of like the hobby of making them, but it wasn't until I actually took the Cine 16 class over in the other studio that I was like, oh, this is kind of where it's at. So yeah, being in the studio and actually seeing things like firsthand was what really solidified me as like, this is what I want to do.
That's awesome. I'm glad you got that. So that's all the questions I have for today. Thank you, Alex, for sitting down with me.
Yeah, thank you.
My name's Cameron Anderson, and we will catch you next time here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Eric Visser. I'm in my 5th year as the athletic director of Solano College. To experience community college and its mission has been outstanding experience. Solano College has a very rich tradition in intercollegiate athletics dating back to 1947. I'm very proud to communicate that rich tradition is still being continued with fine young men and women that represent Solano College on and off the court. In the fall we have the volleyball program. We have a very successful women's soccer program. We have both men's and women's basketball. And then we transition to 4 programs: baseball, of softball, men's women's tennis, and men's and women's swimming. It is our mission to excel our programs and our student athletes In academics, all of our student athletes are committed to give back to the community. And we would invite you to be a part of Solano College Athletics by visiting our website, www.solanoathletics.com, and you'll feel a warm welcome at Solano.
Hey, this is Aaliyah. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back to Solano College as we are getting ready for the second half of play between the Laney Eagles and your Solano Falcons here on the Solano College Sports Network. Nate McKay calling the game here with Blake Molina. Blake, talk to me about that first half of what we saw from both sides.
Well, pretty close battle. Laney kind of came into this one as the favorites for sure, being a top team and having a lot of top categories statistically, but only an 8-point game. Solano's definitely fighting and scrapping. I would just say they probably need to tone it down on the threes, shooting 4 of 23 for 17%. Laney's not really shooting too much better at 23%, but they're dying by the three. And I think they just need to kind of try to force their way into the paint a little more.
Yeah, this is a game from both sides where they have been shooting the ball pretty well so far, but right now we're seeing some defensive play as we'll see what we can see from both teams moving forward. As we see Solano starting off with some good ball movement. 3-point on the way is very short right there by Jay Dixon. Do we have an early timeout I'm looking at again?
Like you said earlier, very Mike Brown-esque.
Mike Brown-esque, there it is. As 29-21 as 12 seconds into the third period of play. I mean, talk about the stat sheet in the first half of play when you have Solano shooting 21% from the field, 16% from downtown. And right now the Eagles, you know, they're trying to find their offensive game from the line. They're shooting 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Solano, they're only shooting 1 of 4.
Yeah, and, you know, the turnovers aren't really too bad. Solano does have 11 compared to Laney's 9, but you know, the points off turnovers really haven't been the difference in this game. Laney only has 8 points off turnovers, while Solano has 10.
You see right here the Eagles moving around and going to be a side out of bounds. That's all the Falcons. Let's see Harmon inbounding the ball, and right now Brar running the offense for the Laney Eagles. She kicks it out. Brar looking around for any help. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Great defense from Solano here. Brar trying to find a chance to shoot the ball. Gets it off before time expires, but it's going to be a shot clock violation.
Yeah, I already seen 3 total in this game. 2 by Laney, as you just saw one of them there, and then Solano had one in the middle of the second.
Jaslyn Woods bringing up the ball for Solano. She'll look for a teammate. Kicks it out to Genesis. Now around and about for the Falcons here, trying to find somebody. Trying to get their offensive pass game going. Looking inside, driving inside, no good. Fight for the rebound. Solano comes up with it, kicks it back out. 3-pointer on its way from right, and it's good.
Nothing but net from the freshman, Julia Wright.
Knocking down a higher percentage of 3-pointers so far for Julia Wright. She's having a good game so far, and right now the Laney Eagles will look to respond. Blocked shot right there inside by Dixon. Here come the Falcons in a hurry. It's a 3-on-2 opportunity. Quick shot in the corner, air ball. Can't find the bottom of the net.
Rafan is a good shooter. It's just there's times where she may overshoot it or shoot it too hard, and there's times where she might not put enough arc into it and not enough power.
Yeah, and that time, Amira Brown, she steps out of bounds. Let's see if the Falcons can get their offensive game going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, plenty of time left for both teams to come away with it. It's only a 5-point Laney lead.
You see right there, trying to direct traffic. Shot up, no good. Right, crashing the glass and putting it back up and in.
I'm pretty sure I heard her arm get slapped from here, but no call, but she does get the bucket to go.
Laney Eagles looking to respond with a bucket of their own. Driving inside and a kick and a dish, no good. Second chance opportunity and back up and in. Bully ball right there as we see the Laney Eagles score with Taputa knocking it down. Falcons moving it around here. Again, we're seeing this ball movement try to connect for three and won't fall. And a rebound taken by the Laney Eagles.
Oh, Julia Wright is going to pick it up. Gets the steal.
Great steal by Julia. And now we'll see if the Falcons can go ahead and try to add on to this offensive spur that we're seeing so far from them so far. And we see the Falcons trying to move it around.
Yeah, definitely trying to find the easiest shot right now.
Three on its way, no good. And a rebound taken by the Eagles.
Yeah, I think they need to definitely stop shooting the three for a little bit.
Driving inside, and again, the Eagles connect inside the paint.
Solano might need to match size with size pretty soon.
I think we're seeing right that with one of their players checking in at the stores table, Kaya Pearson, or excuse me, sorry, Danique Eaglin will check in for Solano at the next whistle, and a three is good that time. Jaslyn Woods knocking down the tree.
A very rare three for her. She's 1 of 4 tonight. On the season, she shoots just under 14%. But that's a big bucket for Solano.
33-29 here in the third quarter for Solano as they are down by 4. As you mentioned, Blake, matching size for size with Dominique checking into the game for the Falcons. Right now the Eagles trying to drive baseline, kick inside, and right now the Falcons, they're not doing a good job paying attention to the defensive inside paint.
Yeah, that was way too easy for Brown there.
It looks like we're going to have a foul called here on Laney. That's going to be charged against Brar. Janae Jackson will check into the game for the Falcons, with Julia Wright set to inbound.
I actually like the substitution for Solano, giving them a little more height and length with Jackson, and also Genesis is struggling, so giving her a rest will help.
Three on its way, can't connect, and a rebound taken by the Eagles. They're coming out in a hurry here. Passing the ball around, thought about taking the three, and now wide open up top three, can't make it, and a rebound taken by the Falcons. Cross-court pass, not able to connect with their target. She tried to hit right. And now a fast break opportunity here for the Eagles. Euro stepping to the lane, Amira Brown. Impressive bucket.
Wow, that was an impressive bucket. That's usually something we see Jaslyn Woods do to the opposing team, but the opposing team did it to her this time around.
Yeah, 37-29. Here's a three on its way at the top of the key, can't fall. And now look at the Laney Eagles. They're coming out with their offense in a hurry here. Brar charging inside, try to get the three-point play opportunity, but she'll settle for 2 at the line.
Yeah, nice aggressive take by Brar there on the taller England, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws and potentially give Laney a 10-point lead in this game, the largest lead of the night.
For the Laney Eagles, they're currently leading 37-29 here in the third quarter. And right now for the Falcons, I think just trying to find any way you can go ahead and stop that fast-paced offense. What we're seeing so far with the Eagles, as soon as they crash the glass, they are out and running.
Yeah, well, what I just noticed right now is the Falcons made a plethora of subs, really only keeping in Ibarra and Jackson from that original rotation that we just saw a few moments ago, as Merritt, Genesis, and Dixon all come back into the game.
Yeah, Brar misses the first free throw. Second opportunity for the line, no good, misses both. So look at the Laney Eagles, second chance opportunity.
Yeah, you cannot have that. She missed both free throws and got the offensive rebound back for the team.
The 15-footer, no good by Laney. We'll see the Falcons get their offense going in a hurry. And now they'll slow it down, try to find someone open. What's going to be the call? It's going to be Laney ball. Just bad passing there by Solano.
Yeah, they definitely need to just slow everything down, the tempo, their pace on both sides of the floor, and kind of just recuperate, because they'll let this one get away quickly if they keep playing the way they're playing.
Corner three on its way, and it's good. That's Kay Birdsale, the freshman, knocking down the corner triple. It's now a double-digit deficit for Solano. Scratch that. Three-pointer, good.
Nice
Bella Merritt knocking down the three.
Nice friendly roll by Merritt, but Laney gets it right back as it's just back and forth right now.
Solano kicking it around. They're just daring them to shoot the three, and man, those cross-court passes, they're just not working out for Solano.
Laney's just reading them, and they're getting too predictable with them now.
And a nice bucket inside, into the lane right there by Sami Brar. Three on its way again, no good. Rebound taken right there by Ibarra, and Ibarra is fouled inside the paint.
Ibarra getting aggressive down low. Unfortunately, it'll be on the floor. Solano still has a chance to bring it down to single digits with a three. Julia Wright will check in for Ibarra.
Inbound play, and looked like Wright asking for a foul, didn't get it, but now the Falcons get it back. Three on its way from the corner, no good. And man, the Falcons just cannot find their offensive game. But look at this. Cut out the passing lane beautifully right there, and here come the Falcons at another chance at an opportunity. Can't connect. And a rebound taken right there by Woods.
Woods is fighting for the Falcons to stay alive on this possession.
We'll see if they can cut it to 10 here. As Merritt is directing traffic now to kick out to Woods. Inside pass. Back out for three. No good. Right. Getting hammered down there in the paint, and no foul call. Man. And a shot clock violation.
That possession alone, Jaslyn Woods was doing everything for Solano. They just couldn't make shots, get rebounds, or anything. And I'm sure Jaslyn is not very happy right now about that.
Farrar bringing it up here for the Laney Eagles. Farrar, she only has 7 points in this ball game compared to her 40 ball that she got in the last game. An inside bucket there by Laney. That's Amira Brown knocking down the layup. Solano kicking it around. Three-pointer on its way by Rafan, no good. Tip, and there's Julia Wright saying, look what I found.
Yeah.
As the freshman from Heritage High School knocking down the bucket, it's now 46-34. Laney looking for somebody and deflected, and it's going to be side out of bounds.
Janae Jackson exiting the game. Looks like Jay Dixon will check back in.
Laney will get their inbounds play set here. Starting up top. And a three-pointer on its way, no good. Back iron. A rebound taken right there by Rafan. And Solano, they're getting their offense going in a hurry. Look at them. Woods, three in the corner, no good. Deflected, and look at Woods again. Second chance opportunity, good. As Merritt knocks down the triple, or excuse me, sorry, not the triple, the easy two.
Yeah, Woods has just been fighting to keep these possessions alive. And she's doing well as Merritt comes up with it there.
And it looks like we're going to have a timeout as Laney Eagles coaches arguing something here with the referee. Oh, looks like we have a technical foul on the Laney Eagles. And right now, we may have an ejection here in a minute.
Wow. Coach is going at it looks like.
On both coaches. Really?
Wow.
Wow. I wasn't really looking at Solano's sideline, or Solano's bench, rather. I didn't really see much talk from them. I'm not sure why both teams got a technical.
I guess they must have caught the Solano coach chirping back because it looked like the Laney coach was saying something directly toward the Solano coach. So we'll see what happens and what goes on going forward with these coaches.
Yeah, with the deficit being 10 points, I mean, when you're Solano, try not to go ahead and get, have Laney get too much in your head, really, at the end of the day when you have 1 minute and 13 seconds left. Try to find ways you can get your offensive going.
Yeah, I think for starters, just stay away from that three-point line if you're Solano. It's just really not working for you. You're making maybe 1 of 4, if that. I mean, I would look for a new offensive strategy, maybe work the paint a little more.
Laney's going to inbound here. See what the Eagles can do with Laney moving forward. 46-36 inside. Great hands right there by Julia Wright. She gets the steal. Wright ahead of the floor. Wright, nice spin move. All ball, great defense by the Eagles, but we do have what looks to be a foul inside, or yeah, they are going to go a foul inside, and that's going to be charged against Brar.
Woods fighting for that ball, and she ends up getting Brar to get the foul. Woods is playing smart IQ basketball.
Man, Brar is just everywhere, and unselfish play right there for the easy 2 points.
Yeah, Brar has just been quick as can be. She's probably the quickest player on the court right now.
Solano kicking around. They're trying to find somebody, and here's a cross-court pass that ends up finally working for 3. Not that time. Baseline, floater, no good by Solano.
Very questionable shot there by Dixon.
You see a 3 hit back iron and a quick triple in the corner. Nothing but air.
Yeah, both these teams, I think, need to both kind of settle it down and slow down the offense a little bit. Solano should and hold for that last shot of this quarter.
Shot clock turned off. Last shot here for Solano.
3
and
seconds.
Back out to Merritt for 3. No good. Wright will try to put it back up, and nope. It is not going to count. So 48-36 so far heading into the fourth quarter. And Blake, what are we seeing from Laney here as we see them up their offensive tempo in the third quarter?
Yeah, I mean, they're just playing a little bit smarter brand of basketball right now. They're only ahead by 12. They should maybe be ahead a little more. But obviously the score tells a whole different story. They're just kind of doing everything right. Points off turnovers, they're leading that category. They're battling very well with Solano, who's a really good rebounding team. There's only a 6-point margin there in the rebound category. And other than that, Laney's just kind of controlled their pace a little better on offense. That's the main takeaway for me.
Yeah, their field goal percentage was in the 20s in the third quarter, entering the third quarter. And now, as we see approaching the fourth quarter, it's back up to 37%. Solano is shooting 22.6% from the field. So right now for the Falcons, with final quarter of play down by 12, it's going to be a tough one to come back into this game if you keep trying to go ahead and only living and dying by those outside shots. They have not been able to get it inside the paint all game, it feels like.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The outside shots have kind of recently in that third quarter just were maybe a little too much. But one thing I want to point out, you mentioned it very early on in the game, Laney's only played 6 players compared to Solano's 9. And that, to me, you can't win like that. Like, you have a 2-player advantage. That should be definitely a benefactor in this game.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! I believe Julia Wright getting up there for the block.
Yeah,
impressive right there.
That's the way to open this quarter up, show your aggression on defense and get the block. Well done by the freshman.
Laney looking for somebody. And look at this, we're gonna have a jump ball. I believe the possession arrow is facing Solano's way, so it's gonna be Falcons basketball.
Nice aggressiveness by Jaslyn Woods. She's been the most aggressive player for Solano tonight, and she shows no signs of letting up.
Out to Woods, she's gonna fire a triple. Unable to hit it.
Short there, 1 to 5 tonight.
And a nice layup, can't make it. Falcons will look to, man, gotta call a foul there. She just ran right into Jaslyn Woods.
Brar is pesky.
Count it, and one opportunity for Amira Brown. The freshman adding on to this lead. It's now 50-36.
Yeah, and she is adding on to her point total. She could be looking for point number 20 right here, as she leads all scores in this game right now, currently with 19, along with 11 rebounds, so she has a double-double already.
Yeah, she's really doing it all for the Laney Eagles so far in this ball game. Rattles in and out. See what the Falcons can do here to respond, get their offense going as we approach 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Corner three on its way for Genesis. Back iron, and a second chance opportunity by Jaslyn Woods will send her to the line.
Yeah, Woods going to the line. She does shoot just around 58%. So hopefully she can at least get one of them, but you definitely need to make both here.
Can't make the first.
Going back to Amira Brown real quick for Laney. She's the leading scorer. Jaslyn Woods will miss both free throws.
And we're going to have an over-the-back foul called here against Solano. That's going to go against Ibarra. As Laney will bring it up here with 8:51 left to go. Good ball movement up top of the free throw line, back out of the corner, driving baseline for two, and it's good.
Wow, what a move by Amira Brown.
Add that, and that's 21 points for her in the ballgame.
Nice concentration and patience there for that layup.
There's a shot inside. We haven't seen that all game, and it's finally there. That time by Melanie Raffan. And now we're going to see Laney take as much time off the clock with their large lead, and they're going to drive it inside and draw the foul.
Semi Briar showing she is extremely aggressive and also running the offense for Laney, as she has 7 points, 4 rebounds to go with her 7 assists. So doing just a little bit of everything.
Timeout on the floor. Solano calls timeout with 8:08 left to play. 38-52 here on the Solano College Sports Network. Blake Molina, Nate McKay here on the call from Solano College. Blake, so far with 8:08 left to go, do you believe Solano can try to find ways to kick it inside and try to find inside paint play, or are they going to try to only, be able to only shoot from the outside?
The correct answer should be they need to obviously hit the paint more, but from what we're seeing, they're not really transitioning to the paint game. You know, they're really only getting it if they're scrapping for those rebounds and those loose balls. They're not really, making the effort to really go down there and facilitate into the paint area. Like, for example, if they had Ibarra in, perfect opportunity to post up if she has a smaller defender on her. They need to look for those type of things. Even like what Amira Brown's been doing, driving that baseline. Solano could do that too. Solano has slashers. Jaslyn Woods is the best slasher probably on this team.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, we've seen Woods have plenty of opportunities to drive it inside, but really Laney has been able to do a good job of trying to find ways to clog up that paint. As she goes 1 of 2 there from Brar, as now we're going to see Solano try to do their best to get some offense going. Right, we'll kick it out to Woods. Solano passing it around here. As Dixon trying to find somebody. Now she kicks it inside to Hayes. Back out. Three-pointer, draws glass.
Yeah, I don't think they're listening to us because they're still shooting the threes.
Yeah, they're doing whatever they can to try to find some kind of offense. Now here Laney goes. Kick out to the corner here. As you see Laney kicking it around. Can Brown try to go inside? She kicks it back up to the top. And a quick dish inside. Starts off with that beautiful pass. Able to find Salveo for 2.
Yeah, Janice Harmon there kind of whipping that pass through a couple defenders.
Here's a three-pointer on its way. Rattles in and out for Solano, and now the Laney Eagles will push up here in a hurry. Brown kick out to the corner. Thought about taking the 3, and now back up top. Laney Eagles, beautiful ball movement here, what we're seeing. And rattles in and out. That could have been the dagger, honestly.
Yeah, that probably would have been it right there. In and out there.
Here's a drive inside, and we're going to see a foul called, and they are going to call a foul.
Jay Dixon, number 4, is showing a little bit, potentially too much emotion there. She did get the call, but you know, you're down 50, or excuse me, you're down 17. You don't need to be getting that emotional over a foul call like that.
Yeah, I agreed, and she'll look to regain herself here at the line for 2. Try to see the shot go in, try to regain some confidence here, and hopefully her teammates can regain some confidence and try to pull together a late upset.
Yeah, a lot of the Falcons are struggling. Julia Wright kind of being the only efficient Falcon right now. 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, 12 points along with 7 rebounds. The next scorer is Melody Raffon with 11, but she is 4 of 13 from the field and 3 of 10 from three-point range.
Dixon goes 1 of 2 from the line, and we're going to have an over-the-back foul called. I believe we are against Genesis. Ernie Hamilton for Solano, and now I'll put them at 4 fouls. And really what we haven't really seen too many teams do in this game so far. We haven't seen many foul calls against both sides.
Yeah, no, I agree. Laney's been to the line a lot more than Solano, but I mean, from a calls perspective, I think there should be more calls, yeah.
And look at that tough inside take to the paint by Laney. That is Amira Brown, the star of the game for the Eagles. Count the bucket. She's heading to the line for a three-point play.
Yeah, she's just having an incredible game. No surprises here. Showing out on the rebounding end as well as she's proven throughout this season. And she's ready to go home. She wants to maybe start her weekend early.
Mira knocks down the free throw shot, 58-39, 6:23 left to play here from Solano. Solano moving it around. Again, just this Laney defense is killing Solano, and a take inside for 2, no good. Look at this, you have 5 on 3 here.
Yeah, Laney's being pesky on defense.
And, oh man, that's been the story of the ball game. Too many in and out shots.
That might have been the worst in and out I've seen tonight.
And look at Amira Brown doing it all for the Laney Eagles, pushing the lead up to 21.
She alone is just sucking the life out of this Solano team.
Falcons kicking it around here. Three-pointer for any kind of life, no good. And look at right there by Brar. She's pushing it up here in a hurry, and she gets the bucket to go. 62-39. And a very, very ecstatic Laney Eagles bench, leading 62-39.
Since that technical foul between the coaches, it was, I believe, a 7-point game at that point, and since then Laney has just kicked on the burners, and they're just taking off on both sides of the floor. Obviously the offensive floor, offensive side, excuse me, is where they're really shining in the last couple minutes. But their defense has been practical shutdown for Solano, on Solano.
Yeah, cutting off the passing lane, as you mentioned, with their defense, shutting it down, and they're doing a good job at stepping up and not being afraid to go ahead and, once again, try to find ways that you can go ahead and deflect those kind of shots and preventing Solano from driving it inside the paint. We have not seen Solano attempt many inside shots in this ballgame.
Yeah, and just like what you said, Nate, I'm not trying to take your credit here because I'm giving you the credit. But, yeah, Laney's been doing an awesome job cutting off those passes in the cutting lanes. And, you know, Solano doesn't do some of those passes or some of those turnovers, you know, maybe the score would be a little different potentially. Obviously, we'll never know that. But Laney's just kind of showing they're ready to go home. And I'd say they hit 70 points, this game's done.
I believe the clock was running coming out of the timeout, so that's what the officials are going to fix here at the scores table.
I believe they added four more seconds to what it originally was.
So we'll see if Solano can try to get their offense going here with Woods. And again, just only being able to move the ball around at the top. Can't find ways to kick it inside. 3 from Hayes, no good. And a rebound taken by Brown. Brown and the Eagles, let's see what they can do. Brown thought about the 3, and I believe she did step out of bounds.
I thought she was going to pull it. I was going to say, no surprise here.
We haven't really seen Brown take many three-point shots. She's been pretty much driving inside. That's been her game so far.
Yeah, she's 0 of 2 tonight. Overall, 9 of 13 from the field, 26 points, 14 rebounds, having a monstrous double-double game.
There's a shot, no good. And a rebound taken by Laney.
Solano's taking way too much time on some of these possessions. They don't have the clock on their side to be doing that.
Tipped and deflected, and a rebound taken by the Falcons here. They'll push up here in a hurry. Solano will try to kick it around with Woods, now out. Raffon. Hayes looking for somebody, and now she finds the Carver. Woods kicking it out for Genesis, no good. Second chance opportunity, no good, and we are going to have a foul called in the arm. I believe it's going to go against Raffon.
Again, Solano taking way too much shot clock on the last couple possessions, and they really have no need to be doing that. They don't have time is not on their side in this one at all.
Janice Harmon will go to the line for 2, the sophomore for Laney, as this is a one-sided affair here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, very one-sided, and on Laney's part, it's almost a one-woman team with Amira Brown leading the show. The next highest scorer, is Kate Burtail. She has all 3-pointers. She has 4 of them to go for 12 points. She also has chipped in 7 rebounds as well.
Well, they're doing a good job defensively, only allowing Solano to score 3 points. In their last game against Yuba, they held them to 9 points in the fourth quarter. So now we're seeing a repeat again, this time against the Falcons, holding them to under 10 points in the fourth quarter.
You know, for Solano, the last thing they can do, because this is looking like a very tough win that they can pull off, go out with some signs of life. You know, show you're making improvements, or you know what you need to work on going into the next game for the next practice. You know, just kind of, you can always gain something out of something.
And that right there from a Carver, she's fouled. And you were saying?
Just, yeah, I mean, you know, just, this is a tough loss. This is a great team, Laney. They're not playing a pushover team. This is a great team on paper, on the court, and just got to learn from your mistakes.
McCarver knocks down the free throw, makes it 63-40.
I will say that I'm Solano's coach, though. That next practice or even after this game, got to have a talk about the three-point throw-ups, you know. A little too much in this game. We've seen that before in the past. Even this season as well, we've kind of seen it. Like, that has to either be contained or put to a stop where only certain shooters are shooting.
Yeah, when you look at really Solano, just do a better job at trying to find inside looks. That we haven't really seen that all game.
Brown looked like she traveled, but no call there.
And no call, and now Laney will continue to get many opportunities as Julia Wright finds her hands on the ball, and now they'll push up here in a hurry. Floater no good, and a rebound taken that time by Bertail. Laney pushing it up. Kick out to Bertail in the corner for three. Can't connect, and a rebound taken by the Falcons. Merritt, pull up Jay, no good. Fight for the rebound, McCarver putting it back up and in. Some nice minutes we're seeing here from McCarver late here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Teresa McCarver, number 30, she, you know, this is kind of her forte. She comes in and she can be a nice little energy provider / spark off the Solano bench.
Laney still kicking it around. Baseline Jay, and a nice block by McCarver. She's doing it all on both sides of the floor.
We've probably seen the last of Melanie Raffon tonight, as this game only has about 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Inside, and guess who? Amira Brown continuing her offensive dominance, going back to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
And she bullied one of the more taller players on the team in Julia Wright. She is showing she's not scared of anything or anybody.
Well, this is a player who only had 8 points in her last outing, but had 18 rebounds in her last outing. But this time, she's letting her offense do all the talking in this game.
Yeah, I mean, she's just showing she's more than a rebounder. I mean, her points per game this season, it's above 20. I mean, it shows she can score, but, you know, you have those nights where you're a little more quieter in one department and you go off in another. So that was the case in her last game.
And a corner three that time for Solano. It's able to make it 45-65.
One thing I'm very impressed with by Laney, Brown finally misses a shot, is they've only ran 6 players. I mean, this is incredible.
An incredible hard-fought win as we see the block inside by Bertail.
They ran 6 players. I mean, we don't know the whole injury situation, but, I mean, 6 players, they're running this team off the court, and by 20 points. That's very impressive.
Yeah, well, they played 6 players in their last outing, so not really too surprising, as we saw it again in this ball game, as you were talking about. As a rebound taken by Brown. Kicking it out in a hurry. Good defense by Julia, but it's going to be called for the foul.
I would have let that play on. I mean, this game's just about done with 1:24 left.
Things hold the form. Laney will be going to 11-3 on the year, 2-0 in conference play. They'll be pushing up that win streak to 8 games in a row, and this will be putting them at 5-0 on the road as well.
Yeah, really impressive. I mean, they just show signs of a great team. Do it, you know, on the road, at home, do a little bit of everything. Solano in this one will fall to 6-8. But you know, Solano has the ability to show signs of life.
Falcons will go ahead and empty their bench here with a few substitutions. We'll see what the Falcons can do for 3 again, no good. And Brown going up in a hurry. Thought about taking the 3, and now the kick out to the top. Good ball movement again from the Laney Eagles. Finger roll layup, good. That time by number 3. That's Brar. Who else?
Yeah, Laney is up to that 70 mark.
There's a three-pointer by Merritt. Draws glass.
Ever since she checked in, she's really just been forcing all of her shots, it seems like. 1 of 9 from 3, 2 of 11 overall from the field for 5 points.
Yeah, we got another foul called this time. Going to be against McCarver. Putting the Laney Eagles back at the line. That'll put Brar at the line. So 36 seconds left in this ball game as Brar can't make the free throw, 70-45. As we're mentioning, really just some problems that the Falcons had, and especially in this fourth quarter alone, just unable to get their offense going early on.
Yeah, also too, just I'm looking at the kind of what are about to be the final stats of this game. The field goal percentage for Solano is just crazy. I mean, 17 of 81 from the field for 21%. You cannot have that every game. Like, you have to look for better shots and not force so many shots as Merritt's been doing since she's checked into the game.
Well, the Laney Eagles, give them credit. They definitely were able to go ahead and have Solano take as many outside shots as possible, and they prevented them from going inside the paint as well, too. As the Eagles will dribble it out here, and that will do it as time expires here from Solano College. As the Laney Eagles showcase their offensive dominance on full display, and there's a reason why they average the most points in the Bay Valley Conference, and they pick up their second conference win of the year, winning this ball game 71-45. And Blake, before we head out, just what did we see from the Laney Eagles in this game?
For one, we saw a team that is probably going to be good the rest of this season, and this team has a chance to compete, no doubt. We just saw dominance on both sides. Offensively, they had players, go off. Amerta Brown finished 29 points and 16 rebounds. I mean, you can't allow that if you're Solano. And also, too, just for Solano, better shots and kind of move the ball around a little more, but with better passes. We saw way too many of those cross-court, over-the-head passes, and those were just, they got read like a book after a couple minutes.
Yeah, and better passes definitely probably something that they'll work on moving forward. Solano's offense was getting going. They started off well with a 7-0 start, but unfortunately just weren't able to get their offensive going late in the second, third, and fourth quarters. So that's going to do it from us here from Solano College. Blake Molina on the call, Nate McKay. For our entire Solano College Sports Network crew, thank you for tuning in to the Solano College Sports Network, and we hope to see you next time.